I'll just start by saying who I am and what I'm doing today. So my name is Leah from the PR department of AudaCity Capital. And at the moment, we're just conducting a few interviews with our traders just to find out a bit more about their journey and how they got into trading. So my first question for you is just to introduce yourself and then explain how you got interested in trading and made your way up to the place you are today.
Okay, basically I started trading 2017. I was still in school back then. But then it was really different because, there were not so many traders where I were. I had to learn on my own from trial and error. So basically, I was just going down that road. And 2018, I really took trading serious. I started backtesting systems and really understanding the concepts of, technical analysis. And that was just how it was. I just kept trying different strategies, failing, coming back, and up to this point. That's just basically how it has been for me.
Great. So, did you have any background in trading, such as like a educational background, university background, or did you just teach yourself how to trade?
Yeah, I never had any background in trading. I actually really taught myself how to trade from trial and error. So I just basically get into the markets, try certain things, and see if it works out. And then if it doesn't, I learn from my mistake and I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think more and more people are doing that now. Instead of going down an educational route, they're going for a more self-education route, which seems to be working well for a lot of people. So that's very impressive, and it's very good that you've taught yourself this. So that's great. And have you ever faced any challenges or obstacles that have changed the way you traded or even ruined your trading? And did you manage to overcome them at all?
Yeah, usually when you first start off coming into trading, you make those rookie mistakes, like not managing your risk very well, not really getting yourself in the right mindset to trade properly, to execute properly, and you have things like FOMO and a lot of psychological mistakes that you make as a rookie. But eventually, if you stay long in the game and you keep trying to improve yourself, I think everything is just really about time and patience. The more time you spend doing it, eventually you start to notice that, oh, I'm a bit better than how I was 4 months ago. And you just keep trying to develop yourself. I remember when I first started, I used to make so many bad emotional decisions and impulsive decisions. So I didn't plan my trades. I just used to take some trades based off of discretion. So I just look at something and take trade and risk this amount. And there was no plan. So it was difficult for me to be consistent in those kind of situations. But the moment I started really planning my trades and understanding that, okay, this is how much I'm going to put to this trade, no matter how it goes, and trying as much as possible to wait for the best setups and not get into just the psychological part of trading. I feel that's the most important part for me. I'm growing as a trader. So when I was able to really understand and tweak my psychology, I started to see results.
Yeah, definitely. I think you need to make a few mistakes to really overcome those mistakes, and then you won't make them again. Like a lot of people I've talked to have blown their accounts before they've realized how important things such as risk management or especially psychology as well is to their trading. So yeah, definitely a lot of people have went through that, and I think it just makes you a better trader in the end, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. It does.
Yeah. So you're doing the funded trader program with AudaCity Capital, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so how has that been for you so far? Just any feedback? Are you liking it? How's your trading been? Anything like that?
Yeah, trading with AudaCity Capital has really been good. I think one of the major things I like about AudaCity Capital is the risk parameters. Some traders might not like it, but I do like it because of experience. I know it's very important because it helps you stay very disciplined. I remember very well, before I started trading with AudaCity Capital, I usually hold my positions over the weekend, and I felt like when I started trading with AudaCity Capital and the risk parameters required to close your positions before the weekend, I think I started becoming a little bit more profitable because that's just a way of managing risk. And the whole point of the game is to really manage your risk very well. And coming into a new week fresh, I feel like I like that rule of closing your positions before the week ends. And AudaCity Capital doesn't allow you over leverage, so you don't get to make so many mistakes. And even if you make a mistake, you can easily bounce back because you're not just going to get so aggressive trading. So I really like the risk parameters with AudaCity Capital, and it's basically a performance-based model. So as long as you're able to do well, everybody does well. So I'm happy with it and I like it. And then for my trading, it's really been good. I'm currently on a positive. I think I'm up about 4%, even though I've had some ups and downs within the past few months. But definitely we're going to get there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you, and I'm very glad that you're having a good time with us as well. And I'm glad that the weekend positions, a lot of people don't seem to like that. But yeah, so it's good that you're utilizing that to the fullest, really, which is great.
I feel like a lot of people don't like the weekend position because of their style of trading. But for me, I'm more like I'm a short-term trader. So sometimes I would just prefer to close them and come back into the new week with a fresh idea about the market and a new look about the market. So like, that's just why I like it.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. And even if there is a trade that you need to keep over the weekend, we do have a support email in which you can email and request for your trades to be kept open as well if you ever need that for some reason. So that's also a plus as well. So my last question is a bit of a tricky one, and I asked it to every person I interview, and it is, what is the best advice you can give to someone who's just starting their trading journey? So this may be something that you would have liked to hear whenever you started trading, or something that really changed the way that you trade. Just something for people who maybe are thinking of getting into a funded trader program such as ours, or who are just starting their trading journey altogether. What is the best advice you can give them?
The best advice I can give is to any new trader or somebody coming up is to always understand that there's no shortcuts in this business. You can't just pass through it. Trading is not a joke. You really have to take it very serious if you really want to do well in it. And as long as you're disciplined and you're persistent at your trading, you try as much as possible to stay disciplined to what you're doing, eventually you get there, because it takes time. You should also understand that it takes time, and you should be willing to allow things play out over time and don't get too emotionally in a rush to make so much money quickly and all that. When you're always thinking of trying to make money real quick, today, tomorrow, you end up making those psychological mistakes, which are the most important parts of trading. So my best advice is to be patient, disciplined, and also understand that everything takes time. And as long as you have a system that you've backtested and you know the system works, that's all you need. You just need to be able to stay focused to that system and try as much as possible to trade them through different market cycles. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you 100%. I think that is great advice for anyone who may be watching this on our channel, experienced or not experienced. I think that is great advice. So I think that is everything for me today. So thank you so much for this interview, and hopefully in a few weeks or months we can catch up again and see how you're doing with your trading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
great.
you very
so
much.
thank you so much, and I'll